As they say, you have to sell it and not tell it, and let your personality speak for you. But how, especially in these times of rising commodity prices and pressure on disposable income and other joblessness issues, to make a mark for yourself, you need to have the right tips or a personal branding professional. And if you need that kind of assistance, we have the right person in studio. I beg your pardon. Where did that come from? I beg your pardon. Moiponi Morgan is from Kumo Promotions. And it's not going to go away. We'll call it divine intervention. Yeah, thanks so much for joining us, Moiponi. Just in terms of personal branding, you obviously need to know who you are.
Yeah,
where does it start?
Okay, you need to understand yourself. I'm here today to give tips on how to brand yourself, because the last show, what we did, we had to unpack what personal branding is. So basically, it's your calling card. So it's what you're known for and how people perceive you. So it's very important for each and every one of us to brand ourselves, because it's easier for a person to actually say, oh, okay, this is the go-to person, because that's how they come across, how you come across people. So it doesn't have to, people don't have to actually ask yourself a lot of questions as to who are you, what do you do, and the likes. So when you brand yourself, it's out there. Your information is fully fleshed. So the question somebody would ask would be, how then do I brand myself? So I've got 5 tips for our audience today, which is one, you'd have to understand yourself. You can't brand yourself if you don't know who you are and what you contain of.
Does that speak of purpose? Knowing yourself or your characteristics, strengths, weaknesses, SWOT analysis, that kind of thing?
So I'll be basically skills and expertise. So they have to be recognized. So that's how people are able to then know that, okay, this Cindy is an anchor at ANN7. Let me just give that example. So basically what she has to offer is she's good at doing 1, 2, 3. So basically I can engage with her on that basis. So it's easy for you to actually walk in for somebody to say, oh, Cindy, I associate Cindy with this. So basically it's not difficult for you to now reintroduce yourself. Already you have branded yourself. You are a walking brand.
So you need to be specific and succinct and know exactly what your expertise are, and not be scattered all over the place. And I think it's important because we're in that environment where we're encouraging a spirit of entrepreneurship for people to take advantage of opportunities. Jobs are not there. So how do you define your core?
How do you define your core? Okay, first things first, I would say you need to know who you want your brand to resonate with. I think I didn't mention that at first. So when you know your market, you're able to then bring out what, basically you know how to actually communicate with the rest. Yeah.
Okay, so we've dealt with tip number 1, which I think is important, identifying who you are, your purpose, what do you stand for, your mission, vision, statement, etc. Let's deal with the next phase.
The next one is, what's the point of branding yourself without marketing yourself? You brand yourself and you pack it, so no one is going to know you. So basically you need to market yourself.
Yeah.
It's very important. You need to take initiative and actually promote your brand. It's very important to promote your brand as well. So let's look at big companies, for instance. They had to be strategic in terms of their brand, how they want to be received out there. Basically, for brand awareness, they had to package themselves properly and then go out there and introduce themselves to the world. So it becomes easier for people to say that, okay, this brand is prominent, therefore I'm going for that brand because now this is what they've done, this is what they do, this is what they have to offer, therefore now they are very prominent. Let me just give you an example of Group 5. They're very prominent. And we know how they've branded themselves. When you see Group 5, you actually know what they do because of how they were their strategy was well thought through. So it's not blurry. You're not confused when you see the brand. You know what it is. So same applies to personal branding.
Okay, so you have to have, sorry, Moiponi. Do you have to have a website? Do you need to have a corporate identity? Do you need to have all of that marketing strategy, etc.?
Basically, because now you do have to have a personal website. So your information has to be fully fleshed. Professional, and when people Google you, your information has to be there. Your skills, your expertise, your projects, what you have to offer to the public, what value are you adding to me as you are a business person. If I need to engage with you, what is it that you're going to have to offer me? So basically, when you have got a personal profile, a personal website, it helps the next person to actually say that this is the go-to person.
Okay, let's deal with the number three. And 5 very quickly.
Number 3, it's speaking engagements. You need to speak on a regular basis. You can't be a business person and you can't be a person who's on the job market but you don't speak to anyone. When you speak on a regular basis, it actually helps develop your communication skills. So you need to actually communicate with each and everyone that you you come across, basically, because you do not know what they have to offer. So for instance, if you see that, okay, I'm looking for a job, for instance, and I see a person that they say is in HR, I need to be able to meet up with people, communicate with them, so that they can be able to know who I am. So if I don't communicate on a regular basis, no one is going to be able to identify me. Yeah. So on the fourth point, without taking much of your time, you need to network. Networking is very important. What is brand without audience? So you need audience to actually receive you and analyze you. So when you network, people are able to actually, analyze you to say that, okay, she is this kind of a person. This is how I'm going to engage with this person going forward. So you can't build a brand on your own space where you've got your own clique, where you say, I'm comfortable with only these people that know me. You need to go out there and network with people that don't know you, because those people, they might have something to offer and they might do business with you going forward. And the fifth point is you need to reinvent yourself. A brand is not stagnant. You can't build a brand. It takes time to build a brand. So you can't build it and pack it. You need to reevaluate yourself every now and then. Update yourself, and you need to learn new skills. You need to develop new skills. You need to stay relevant to the market. And people then are able to say that, well, she was here, now she's moving, she's getting with the program.
Yeah. I wish we had more time, Moiponi, but thanks indeed for sharing those pearls of wisdom. And I must confess, I'm still yet to have my personal website, so I will be consulting your services. That's Moiponi Morgan. She is the MD of Kumo Promotions, and you can look her up. And but before we